All right. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chris, and I'm here with
Modo.
Modo. How you doing, Modo?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I was like, pause. All right. So you're here on your lunch break,
I'm here
by
on my
the
lunch
way.
break. Yeah.
Dedication. We love
Dedication.
that. Thank you for your
Of
time.
course.
Yeah. So I want to start from the beginning, and I want to know what got you like into music and what got you like wanting to create.
Yeah. So, I started writing back. I was probably like 16,
Okay.
15, 16, but, in high school. And I just really got into hip hop at that time and got a notebook and I would write out my songs. At first I got really into songwriting. I was
Okay.
just like, I used to write books as a little kid and like
Really?
write and illustrate books. And
Dude, that's like a theme that
Yeah.
I've had with other artists. Is like as a kid, y'all are just making
autistic.
Okay, that's okay. I think we all got a
Yeah.
touch of the tism.
A touch
That's
of the tiz,
fine.
man.
Yeah, it makes us creative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a superpower.
For sure.
But yeah, so I was just really into writing, and then I would get the notebooks and it's like a typical college or not college rule, the standard ruled notepad. Has like the lines.
Oh yeah.
So I would write them out, and every 4 I would put like a different symbol, and that would be my like bar marker. So it'd be like dot 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 dot
Oh.
dot triangle triangle triangle, and that would be like how I trained myself to like change.
How old were
rhyme
you when you
scheme.
started doing that? The bar marker?
Yeah, probably. It was close to 16, 15,
Okay,
16.
that's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah,
Cool.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then so I would just take beats of like, at that time it was like Eminem and Tech Nine and Kanye and
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, just take their beats and just write my own. So sometimes copy their flows just to learn how to flow, but sometimes make with my own. And I actually recorded a couple songs in high school, and like the old like game rocker chairs where they had
Yeah.
the speakers in them. They're like low to the ground. You could like rock in them when you
Oh
game.
yeah,
Like kind of foam padded.
Uh-huh.
So I would play a beat through those speakers, and then I had an iPod Touch, and I would use the mic recording on the iPod Touch. So I would play the song through those speakers, record on the iPod Touch, and rap that way.
That's a setup.
It was something.
You gotta work with what you got, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
again, very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So how would you describe the music that you make now, and how is it different from when you first started? Because you said when you first started, you were at times kind of just like mimicking other
Mhm.
flows that you were hearing to learn,
Mhm.
right? So like, how would you describe where you're at right now?
Oh, it's night and day. I would say, honestly, around like 2023 to 2024 is when I really like honed in on what Modo's sound is,
Okay.
and like through working with my main engineer Bergotti, he actually moved to Dallas, but working with him since before the Mr. Mania album, that was like February of like 24.
Okay.
We were able to just really craft my own sound, and it's cool because I've always been drawn to artists that sound different
Mm-hmm.
in just my own like personal music taste. And so for a while it was like I liked what I was making, but I would play it back and it would just be, this is reminiscent of this artist or whatever.
Okay.
And people, when I would show people, that'd be like, oh, it kind of reminds me of this. And now I'm at a point where it's really hard to draw parallels to my sound and other artists because it's like, oh, this is like a piece of this and a piece of this, but there's no like, especially as a rapper, I don't want to use any other rapper's flow. I don't want to use any other rapper's bars. I want to make sure that my sound and my style and what I'm saying is in its own lane. So
That's dope. And I would think that that's what any artist strives for, right?
you'd
It-
hope.
It's
hope.
like you listen to your music, or they listen to your music, and they can't just pinpoint,
Yeah.
oh, this is so and so, this is so and so. It's
Mhm.
like, no, this is Modo,
Yeah.
right? And did
And-
I say that right?
Yeah.
Is it Modo?
Yeah, Modo. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And but you gotta be able to be honest with yourself too.
Okay.
And that's like I am probably more critical on myself than anyone could. That's why song submissions and things where people review and break down and critique, and like I love having people in the room when I create, and I am 100% all for criticism and feedback because there's nothing anyone's going to say that I'm already not breaking myself down for, you know?
Right.
But I think there are some artists that don't have that ability, or if they do know, they refuse to accept the need to change and evolve.
Mm.
And, you know, this is like year 8 for me, and I'm in a weird spot because a lot of the artists, it's like specifically like around Kansas City, a lot of the artists are either younger than me or
Okay.
much older than me,
Okay.
because I'm in that age group where it's at the point where it's hard. And this is beyond a fad. This is beyond just something to do for clout. This is like, I'm in the age range where it's like, if you're doing this at the high level, you are doing it because you love it and this is part of your life. It's a
Right.
lifestyle. Like, you have to live, breathe, and embody what an artist is. And I think a lot of people get into this younger, and it's like, yo, this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is very fun at first. It's just, you know, creating,
Yeah.
but then it becomes taxing. And then you have all the demanding things, the schedules, the content, the
Yeah.
marketing. You have to get outside your comfort zone, admit you don't know things, bring people in that have a completely different, you know, set of skills, and a lot of people stagnate right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so what a lot of people do is either they stay right there and stay in that mode for years and years and years, and their stuff just stays the same. They stay at the same level, or they disappear and then come back, you know, later, like later 30s, early 40s, because they're like, damn, I gave up on that. You know what I'm saying? And now I have that bug again. And so that's why
Okay.
I'm in this spot where people my age are very hard to come by, and it's either super young or super old.
So what keeps you going when it's not so fun anymore?
Yeah.
Like, I know that your passion is still there,
Mm-hmm.
but what keeps you going when it's not just fun? You've got all these other things that you mentioned as
Yeah.
far as the backside of things and the business side.
So I'm someone, and I'm blessed to be able to say this, but I've spent my entire life from like age 14 just grinding, because I grew up literally, I lived in a double wide trailer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My dad raised me and my brother on his own. He had Social Security money because he's older. And so, like, I got a job at 14 and had to help pay for bills, because 14 is like the legal age. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Before that,
Yeah.
I ran a candy, like, black market. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? At the school, I had in my locker, I had the Gatorades and the Slim Jims and the
Get it
candy
how you get
bars. You know what I'm saying?
it.
So I've always had this like drive, but as I've grown, and I knew that I had to get out of my situation in my hometown, because one, there was just no opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
there was no money, and I knew I had nothing to fall back on. So I took the route of school, and you know what I'm saying, I went to school, and I went to business school, and I worked. I had a 4.0 through high school, used that to get scholarships, worked 40 hours a week managing a Pizza Hut all through college, and I went to JUCO, kept my 4.0, used that to get scholarships, transferred to Pitt, got my undergrad, and now I was like, all right, now I'm in a position where I can get a real job that pays money.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, it's like I always wanted to create something. Like, if you're a true artist, like, you can't let that
You
go.
always get that itch, right?
Always.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'd kind of fallen into that lane of, like, you know, there's good money in other things.
Mm-hmm.
But so right after I graduated college, so I graduated in December of 17.
Okay.
Literally in February of 18, that's when my brother died.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like, yo, get out of this settling, this complacency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I didn't enjoy what I was doing. And so I've seen, and as I've grown, you know what I'm saying, and now I own multiple businesses, and I've had really good paying jobs, and it's all allowed me to really funnel into the music and grow it. The reason
Okay.
I'm able to have, you know what I'm saying, people help me with the marketing tip, or amazing videography or photography, or people helping me book things, is because I'm able to make money outside of music as well.
Right.
And while that is a blessing, I also want people to understand that that is never from a place of like things were ever handed to me, you know. And but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, the houses, the cars, the fucking the salary and the money does not fulfill me at the end of the day. And so when, you know what I'm saying, when I get off work, and you know, I've got a million things, and I'll be doing stuff during the day too, but I've got a million things I got to do, and it's like, damn, I don't really want to edit this video, or I don't really, what I'm saying, I don't really want to put together a content plan, or I
Mhm.
don't, I haven't written in a couple weeks. I got to have, I got to even find some instrumentals. I got to hit up producers who's doing this and that, and um, there's just a drive that I've seen and could be in a state of normalcy.
Okay.
And every time I allow myself to be like, maybe this isn't too bad, it only takes a couple days, and I'm like, fuck that. That's not who I am.
Right.
So
You can't be
I
complacent for
can't.
too
I can't.
long,
No.
I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so is it kind of a sickness? Probably a little bit.
A
It's
gift and
like
a
a gift and a
curse.
curse. It's
Yeah.
like Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. I really resonate with people like that, and they're not always the most liked individuals, but
Yeah. Mhm.
it's like,
But
can you
I don't think that you should live a life seeking to be liked
right.
by everyone.
Right, and I don't.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and ever since having my child too, there's even more of a level of I don't care. I
Right. Oh,
don't
you're in
care.
dad mode too? You
I'm
just
yes,
like you do all the
I
things.
do. This is kind of crazy.
Much respect. Hey, I'm right there with you. I do all the things too. I'm a mom,
Nice.
so I get it.
How's
I
your kid?
get that. So I have a 3-year-old and I have
Hmm.
a 15-year-old.
Oh, nice. Big
So we
gap
got a
there
big
too.
gap.
Yeah.
But it's honestly a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's really fulfilling to watch them grow together
Hmm.
and separately, but grow in their relationship together and then separately watch them grow. It's
Yeah.
kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
It's a crazy motivator.
How old is yours?
4 months.
Oh my goodness, we got a
Brand
first
new. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like to
baby.
keep her. I don't really
Oh, well,
off. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, it's beautiful.
That's life changing in
It is.
itself.
The I was already getting into. It's kind of crazy just how things line up because
Hmm.
I had gotten sober from drinking
Okay.
and went to therapy, got reconnected with God again,
Okay,
and then
twin. Like,
you know
what
what I'm
is
saying?
happening? What?
And it's just like shit just starts lining up when
It
you know.
really does. I mean, speaking on just the relationship with God,
Mhm.
life has changed drastically for me,
Mhm.
and just simply walking with Him,
Mhm.
right? Like it's crazy how like not a little thing, but little changes in your lifestyle or big changes in your lifestyle can
Mhm.
really put you in different pathways,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Yeah.
literally multiple little changes can add up to a big just complete life
Yeah.
altering.
I love that.
And as I am very much ego driven. And
Really?
I'm like,
Okay.
I relate a lot to like Kendrick in that, like the reincarnated song
Mhm.
off GNX, where
Yeah.
it's like, I definitely am the rebel spirit that's like, yo, I'm gonna do this. And then when it's like, all right, everything's cool and cool, I am that motherfucker. And so it's
Okay.
like, I get into that, but then it's like, there would be times where stuff would happen and it would knock me off that pedestal and I would ignore it.
Mhm.
But now it's very much like I can feel myself going up into that.
Mhm.
And it's like, I don't know. Remember, every time you do that, what does God do? He checks you. He
Conviction.
checks you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's allowed me to not manic ego. It's allowed me to not really reach
Yeah.
into that as
Yeah.
much because at the end of the day, I used to use it as an excuse of like creation. But
Mhm.
if I really thought about it, a lot of the creation came from a lot of the creation really came from moments of isolation after life experiences is what it really boiled down
Okay.
to. But I would have those moments, create these things, and just gas myself up into
Mhm.
thinking, oh, it's because of the ego. But it's like, no, 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 no. The ego didn't do anything for you. And so every time I would get up into that ego space, it would just, something would knock me back down. It was just random things, whether it was, but also it's been beautiful because he's allowed me to go through things that I know I can handle,
Right.
and a lot of people might not be able to handle. But it's also it's something that never has allowed me to really crash bottom out.
Mhm.
Even when it was like peak addiction, like before my brother passed, I had a big issue with like pills and downers, and I got off that. which a lot of people aren't as fortunate to be able to just cold turkey that,
Right. Yeah.
And
Props to you.
so, got off that, and then drinking's been a problem since I was a teenager, but it's always been in waves where I've been able to control it. And after he passed, it was like to the roof. It's like every
Right.
day, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like I couldn't handle, so like my mom had left my life when I was a little kid. My dad is older. He's actually in a nursing home right now
Okay.
because he's so much older that he's got dementia and everything. And
Mhm.
so I knew that my brother was going to be the person in my life as the family member. And so when I lost that, obviously grieving him, but also
Yeah.
grieving that, my child is gone.
Yeah.
There's no one I can even, remember when we were remember we were in the house back in, we were like 3 or 4 and before, and it's like I can't even, it becomes hard to even pull up those memories.
Because you can't reminisce with somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a whole nother level of like isolation and
Yeah.
feeling completely alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like you've been able to get yourself out of that.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm in an amazing
beautiful.
place. Like
Yeah.
don't let any of this,
We
like,
love
no,
that.
I'm in a great place.
Yes. It makes us,
But
I mean, it does allow us to build up armor.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And with our walk with God. But in this phase of your life, how has your creative process changed now that you're
Great.
in this place?
It's so much more from source. I used to be so much more like calculated and planned, and so my last album that has done amazing things. Like last year was crazy, just the rollout with that and everyone I got to work with, and shows out in LA and shows in Nashville. And um, I know streams really don't mean shit to me, but like as a recording metric of where I'm at,
Yeah.
the results from that have been great too. And but that whole album was literally like therapy session,
Mm-hmm.
play some beats, write about what I just talked about.
Oh, that's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was never like I need to have this. It was where am I at? And I've been very, very conscious of doing that and letting everything just happen.
So
What I'm
very
saying?
organic.
Yeah.
I love that. And that probably just brings out the best.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Would you say that the project that you just did, is that your favorite project that you've done so far?
That's released, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got yes, that is released 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And typically, I mean, everything I do the next is the what do they call it? The when something's new and shiny, what do they call that?
Oh, new and shiny. I don't know what the
Commodity. It's like a commodity. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like a
yeah.
commodity. So it's like new to you, but I got some stuff in a couple EPs down the road. Like I've stacked up for the next year of music, but
Oh, we love that.
yeah.
So guarantee we're gonna
Oh
have
yeah.
new stuff for a while
Oh
from
yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
consistently.
Consistently, yeah. I don't. There's not a time where I can go more than a month without being in the studio.
Okay.
Like if it's more than a month, I'm like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah, that
Like,
sounds crazy to you,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always got, and I don't keep everything, but no, I got some stuff. I drove down to Dallas to work with Gotti.
Okay.
That's just my guy. Like
That's
he's
your
just
guy.
dope. That's
Shout
my
out
guy.
Gotti.
And we made some crazy songs. I got one on there that I genuinely believe is the one that's gonna change my life. Like and I've never felt that
Oh, that's beautiful.
about a record before, and I genuinely believe that one's gonna change my life. So we're holding back on it.
We're so
And
excited to hear that.
It's gonna be it's gonna
for
be crazy.
sure. Okay, so do you have any like dream collabs?
Dream collabs.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kanye for sure.
Kanye, surprise,
You know what I'm
surprise.
saying? I gotta work with Kanye.
Only because I saw this man in a full Kanye.
Yeah, the bodysuit.
Out and
Yeah,
about, so
yeah.
that's not surprising to me. Okay.
I don't care if at this point in his career, probably just production.
Okay.
His vocals have really fallen off. I can admit that, but his songs
Okay.
are still crazy. Songs are crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So definitely want to work with Kanye on some production. I still want to rap with M,
Okay.
even though he's like gone so far technical rapping that it's like it's you got to just be a fan of like lyrical hip hop, and which I am, but I also make more. I feel like I tend to make more easily digestible.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the bars are still there in the verses, but I have a lot of like more melodic hooks and things. But
Yeah.
I still want to work with him just to even try to go toe to toe with him. I know he's gonna smoke me, but
But just
Um,
the experience
yeah,
alone, right? For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, 100%.
Okay. Are those 2 people that you would say, like, inspire you as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. I think a lot of stylistically choices, and especially early on in my career, those were like I always used to say, like if you take Kanye and Eminem and fuse them together, that was what Modo was for a while.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, I always like to touch on community,
Hmm.
and I feel like you kinda touched on that a little bit early on, when we were talking just about, the different, people that you've utilized, like
Hmm.
photographers and things like that. When I say community, like, what comes to mind? Like, what does community mean to you?
Community is something that low key I struggle with.
Really?
Yes, because I love being around people,
Okay.
but I value isolation even more.
Mm.
And the people that stick around with me, and this is amazing because I know one, I know I'm hard to work with. I'm very particular.
You know what you
I
want,
know
you
what
know
I
what you
want,
like, yeah.
and it can rub people the wrong way sometimes.
Okay.
But I know what I want. I know what I'm doing, and I'm also fallible. I've also done things that not everybody's gonna be able to stick through and be like, all right, man, like, all right. But the people that are around me are just ride or die people, and like I'm just grateful, that this far in, there's still people that still look at me and are like, dude, like you're just a human being and you don't give up. And I think that's where my community comes from, is being able to give back to them that have been around this long, and people that have invested time in me. And that goes for fans too. That goes, beyond just people I work with. Like
Right.
I've got some fans that have been around for literally since like 2020, 2021.
Okay.
And it's like they still buy everything I drop, listen to every release, pull up to shows, and it's cool because there's always a new wave. Every time I do something, there's always some new wave of people, and there's
Yeah.
ones that connect and they stay. But it's like there's people that have been around from the jump, and it's like y'all have really seen it. And when I like get to T-Mobile level, those people all get passes,
Oh, free
hands down.
passes for everybody.
Free
Yeah,
passes,
yeah.
hands down. Y'all are gonna be, if you want the clubhouse shit, go crazy, open bar, whatever you want to do. I got everybody because I really do want to give back for those that have stuck with me through everything. So
And I think that says a lot, for those that have around since what, 2021?
yeah,
And, you talked about how much you've grown and how much your style has evolved. And for them to still be around from the very
yeah,
beginning
it's
to where
crazy.
you're at now is a very beautiful thing. And
Yeah,
that shows that they believe in you,
yeah,
right? And that's love.
yeah.
Would you say that this community also kind of in a way keeps you going? I
Oh,
mean,
for
at
sure,
times where you're like,
for sure,
you're like, I can't let these people down.
for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, there's a line. So that song I was telling you about, that I think is gonna
Mhm.
change my life. There's a line in it that said, I said, if heaven's meant for me, I hope it waits. Got too many people on me to be something great. And like that, those lines transition to
Amen.
a real heavy, like,
Yeah, that's a bar.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a
So
bar.
I definitely, I get into these, because you got to be delusional in
Oh
this.
my gosh, I
You
say that
got, you
so
got to be
much.
delusional,
Yes.
and every once in a while, that reality is gonna set in.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like when you're multiple years into this thing, and it becomes like, why are you doing this? And when the shininess wears off, when the feeling of the clout wears off, and when people no longer look at you as this new thing,
Mhm.
there's why. The
Yeah.
why becomes so important. And that's where when people don't hit the lottery early on and blow up, it's like you can still do this. And all my favorite people that I grew up listening to all struck it later, either their late 20s, early 30s. And those people also tend to have the longevity in the careers because they made it off of the why and the music, and not off of appearance or a moment. So
Yeah. That's great. I love that. I really do. Just dropping gems over
gems.
here. So we are definitely halfway through 2026.
Yes.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely
Flying
crazy.
by.
Time has really flown by this year. Um, but what do we have coming up for the remainder of this year? I know you
Yeah.
said we got a lot of content.
Yeah.
Got a lot of great music coming up.
Yeah.
What's the plan for that you can share right now with us,
Yeah.
anyways?
So this weekend in Kansas City, so this would be what, June 26th, I'm gonna be at the Crossroads performing a
Yes.
full live set, the KC Crossroads Night Market. I'm super excited for that. That set's gonna be a lot more mainstream pop kind of
Okay.
vibe. You know what I'm saying? I got some Afro
Yeah.
beats in there. That was gonna be a lot, just fun vibes. And then Saturday night is the Freak Show, which I'm putting on with Tiz out of
Okay.
God Eaters, and that one's gonna be crazy. That one's gonna be crazy.
That sounds kind of
Both will
lit.
have full bands. The Freak Show one, we're gonna have a costume contest. We want everybody to dress up. We're decorating the venue
Okay.
like a carnival. It's gonna be insane.
Oh, that's
It's gonna be insane.
cool. I see the vision.
Yeah.
All right.
And so then that leads into July, and then the second Friday of July, because I don't want to drop during 4th of July, because
Right.
people aren't playing new music 4th of July. They're playing
Yeah.
classics.
Yeah.
I know.
Fair enough.
So, but second Friday of July, I have an EP called "It's Hard Being Human."
Okay.
That was executively produced by Domingo. He's got 3 production credits on there as well. Also got Sunny C with the production, and Ange out of Toronto with production on there. Did all that at Code Red. That's just 5 records of me just fucking. I'm just rapping. Like, this is a moment where it's like, no matter where the career takes me, I want everyone to be able to look back and be like, yo, this EP is like,
Like he did that.
I don't ever want anyone to question my rapping ability.
There you
Like, you know what I'm
go.
saying? This is like,
Yeah.
so I'm really excited for that. And I've got a bunch of content planned out for that already and some shot. And then I'll lead us through the summer, and then have the second EP that I did with Gotti later on in the year. So
Beautiful.
yeah.
So much to be looking forward
Yeah.
to. I love that. And then where can we find your music right now?
Spotify, Apple Music, literally everywhere. It's
Okay.
all under Modo. And then all my handles are MODOMUSIC94 on everything.
Perfect.
Everything.
I appreciate you yapping with me.
Yeah, of course.
This is so much
I told you I
fun.
was I'm just gonna ramble.
No, and that's the whole point. So
Exactly.
perfect.
Thank
We
you for
love
having me,
it.
for
And
real.
you dropped so many, just like, I don't know, a lot of knowledge. Like, I feel like people can learn from this interview,
Hell yeah.
honestly, that are starting out or where you're at,
Mhm.
or,
Or just
in the
need
middle
that
of it.
just need that energy boost, like,
Yeah, for sure. Once again, I am Chris_radio. That's KRYS_radio. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. And thank you so much. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks.
We're done. Thanks.
That was